Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief was a movie that I loved when I was a kid. I thought the movie was entertaining, magical, and was the reason I was introduced to the amazing world of Greek mythology. So you can imagine my surprise when looking for the movie again. I found out that most of the people hated it. At the beginning, I thought it was unfair because the movie wasn't that bad, and I also had an attachment to the memories that I had when I was a kid. So then I found out that the movie was based on a book. So at the beginning of July, I bought it. I took some time to read it because I was reading a chapter each morning, and now that I finished the book, I kind of understand the feelings of the people I once criticized, and at some extent, I even agree with them. So I'll take this video to explain my reason. So let's talk about Percy Jackson. Okay, if you have no idea what Percy Jackson is about, here goes the quick summary. Percy Jackson is a 12 years old kid that discovers that he's the son of the sea god Poseidon, and is being accused of stealing the lightning of Zeus, and only has 10 days to clean up this mess before a war between the gods began. Yeah, I know. Pretty awesome. So, why my perspective changed after I bought the book? The problem with Fox's adaptation is that they changed too much. And look, I'm okay with the adaptation changing a few things in the narrative to better adapt to the new format. I can always mention 2017's adaptation of It. The writer changed a few things in the narrative, some fears here, some deaths there, but nothing that hurts the original. But when you watch Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, the impression that you have is that they completely abandoned the source material and made a whole new narrative for themselves. We still have Percy, Annabeth, Groover, but they took all of the good things that make them who they were and replaced with generic coming-of-age people. Look at Groover. Okay, in my view, he was the one who was changed the most. He was kind, gentle, and a compelling character. His whole quest to find Pan and how his previous experience as a protector changed his view of himself and the world around him made him my favorite character in the book. But in the movie, he's reduced to a comic relief. All the depth that the writer Rick Riordan, I'm sorry if I said his name wrong, was thrown in the trash for no reason whatsoever. Annabeth became the typical mean girl turns good, when in actuality she's way more complex than that. The whole story with her, Groover, Talia, and Luke is really well developed, and I'm only talking about the first book. I have 5 more books to go, and I'm so excited to go into this narrative. And Percy Jackson is an upside down version of his persona in the book. All the audacity, anger, and sometimes selfishness that made him this amazing character is in the trash. Movie's Percy Jackson is bland. He's just there. He's following the narrative, but he doesn't have the charisma that this 12 years old book Percy Jackson has. It's like they make, I don't know, a Batman movie and he kills, like no one will do that. It's stupid. And I'm trying to keep this video spoiler free because if you didn't read the book, please do it because they're awesome. And if you only saw the movies, trust me, the book deserves your attention. Someone can make the case that Craig Title, the writer of the script for this movie, never really read the book, just saw a quick summary on Wikipedia and thought it was perfect. And the writer himself said in his emails to the company after his first contact with the final script, fans of the book will be angry and disappointed. They will leave the cinema in droves and generate horrible word of mouth. There is no heart or soul to the story. And this statement is totally true. If you type Percy Jackson on Twitter, you can find recent tweets shading on this adaptation because you don't need to read too far to realize how different the book is. We can make an entire cinema scenes video before chapter 4. You can take some good stuff out of the movie. I still think it kind of works on its own. The acting is good, the CGI is surprisingly well crafted, especially if you take the budget into consideration, but unfortunately this isn't enough because this movie was supposed to make the pages of the book come to life, but it was too worried to be the new Harry Potter that totally forgot how to be Percy Jackson. I think Percy Jackson is a 2000s Death Note. It took the original material, took all the heart and soul, and made a distorted version, trying to fit into the popular style at the time. Another example that I can give on how they changed the book into this adaptation is Sally. Sally is Percy's mom, and he isn't on the book for that long, but for the time she's in, at the beginning and at the end, you can see that she grows as a character, and it's crazy how the writer can make her grow with so little time. In the end, at least in my experience, I was so proud. But in the movie, this doesn't happen. I think this is the biggest problem with this adaptation. They took amazing, well-developed characters and made them bland, with no emotion, with no depth, with no complexity. This was the biggest problem with these adaptations. Percy Jackson sacrifices the message, the motivations, and the basis the book is based on for no reason. It delivers a shadow version of something that had the potential to be one of the most fantastic movie adaptations of all time. And the only thing that we can wonder is that maybe one day someone can look at the amazing potential this series has and make something that will make the fans around the world truly happy.